Well, here I am, finally returning to the set, and what video have I chosen to do? A really creative video, something quite different, my usual sort of cinematic style. No, I'm going to be stealing a very popular top 10 video idea. I'm sorry. In fact, I'm actually, full disclosure, I'm doing a top 10 video tomorrow as well. Look, I'll be fully back to full fragrance apprentice mode in mid-July, but I just wanted to do a couple of, fun top 10s. They're quite fun to do and they're quite fun to watch, so just bear with me. So this is one of the most popular top 10 videos at the moment, 10 fragrances that I'm going to be using all up, which is essentially a sort of a hybrid between a most worn video and fragrances I'd buy again video. So to kind of really make it a bit more strict for me, I've tried to take many of the obvious ones out, so you won't be seeing Melissa Imperial because at this point I know that you get it, right? You get that I love Melissa Imperial, you don't need to be told that. So I have tried to make it a little bit more harder for myself, and there are 2 or 3 fragrances that you could definitely guess in this list if you've been with me for a while, but there are some that aren't so much, and there is actually one fragrance making its debut on this channel, so that's quite exciting. So just to make a comparison, this is RABANNE 1270, and I absolutely love it, and I think it's wonderful, and it's a great, great fragrance, but I've had it for 4 years, and I've not used all of it up. So RABANNE 1270 is great, but these are fragrances that are so wearable, so easy to wear, so easy to use to just put on at a moment's notice, that I will probably use these bottles up within a year, and I'm already thinking of like backup bottles and all that kind of stuff. This list is in no particular order, not 10 to 1, however the final 2 are the ones that I'm most likely to not only use up, buy again, but then use up again and buy again. I really go through those 2 fragrances at the end. So number 1 is this is FJERNE by SLUMBERHOUSE, the nuanced, strange house of SLUMBERHOUSE. They're very, very niche. They're almost mythical in a way. And what's annoying about recommending SLUMBERHOUSE and talking about SLUMBERHOUSE is that the guy who runs it, full disclosure, is not very reliable. Sometimes his fragrances will be on the market, sometimes they will be available to buy, and sometimes they won't. And that sort of adds to the kind of the mythos of SLUMBERHOUSE in a way. But it's not helpful for me as a reviewer to fully go and say, check out SLUMBERHOUSE, because you just don't know what you're going to get. FJERNE was released, I think, last year. Phenomenal fragrance. It's kind of like Mitza by Christian Dior, but it also has shavings of coconut. And it's one of those fragrances, it's one of those niche fragrances, and there's another one like this, where you can tell that it's niche, you can tell it's high quality, and you've got all of that surrounding it, but it's also it's ultra wearable. For me, this has been fantastic in the spring and the summer because of that coconut, but it's also got this kind of spicy incense thing going on. And as you can see here, I have used quite a lot of it, and I'm going to continue to do so. I'm trying to slow myself down because I really do enjoy wearing this. Very, very wearable. But again, I don't know if I can buy this again, or I probably will be able to, but I don't know when. Because, yeah, SLUMBERHOUSE are a bit wild like that. Number 2, this is PACO RABANNE 1 Million Parfum. I've been talking about this again recently. I really do enjoy it. Had quite a few compliments on it this year. And that's nice for me because it makes me go, all right, well, I'm not, it's not just me. I'm not just mad. Because, of course, this had a lot of hate and had a lot of dislike towards it. No, this is a great salty version of 1 Million. Has many of the same elements as 1 Million, but the sweetness is really sort of toned down. Some people on Fragrantica said that this was overly sweet. I don't get that at all. It definitely has that sweetness, or it wouldn't be a 1 Million, obviously. But it's toned down, more mature, a bit more depth, a bit more of a mature attitude with this fragrance. And I've loved wearing it, and now I'm kind of going into, okay, I can definitely wear this even in the summer, but I'm also going to be wearing this in the autumn, winter. And the nice comments that I got from this earlier this year has also boosted my confidence with this fragrance. Number 3, I mean, obviously, do I really have to talk too much about this? Look how much I have used of this juice. Dior Sauvage, strip out the metallic notes, you strip out the sort of the harshness, the abrasiveness, clean it up a little bit, have a bit of an extreme makeover with it, put some baby powder on it and some soap, and you've got Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. Ashton's explanation of it was the single greatest explanation of this fragrance. Sauvage, but Prada. I mean, it's as simple as that, really. Mega, mega wearable. Very, very easy to just put on almost at any occasion. I mean, there are some formal occasions that maybe you wouldn't want to go for this. There's another fragrance in this list for that. But most casual events, most sociable events, this is going to be great. And there's not really too much at all to dislike about it. So, yeah, I've talked about this so many times. You get it. But honestly, if you're looking for something that's super casual, super easy to wear, just test it at least. From something that's very, very designer and ultra wearable and all that kind of stuff, we come to this. This is Mon OASIS. May I swear? I try to sort of like not swear as much anymore. But if I may swear, this is fucking terrific. This is the heroin, right? What a sentence. What am I, Jeremy? This is the heroin, right? This is the cocaine, right? As in, this is the type of fragrance where somebody like me, who's a collector, reviewer, hobbyist, whatever it is, enthusiast, whatever the word is these days, you smell a lot of fragrances and you're like, okay, I've smelled it, especially the new designer fragrances. You're like, all right, well, this is basically that and that together, and this is that and that, but watered down, and that's this. And you see a lot of patterns, and you're hardly stopped in your tracks anymore. When you're really, really deep into this, and I've been doing this for I don't know how long now, this stopped me in my tracks. This made me go, oh right, yeah, oh, it's an art form. Yes, I remember why I love this now. This is absolutely terrific. I think that I described it very well in the summer list. It's the spicy oriental garden. So it's a beautiful like meadow or garden with tons of different florals and different things just growing everywhere. But yet there's this real intense green spiciness to it. Very, very beautifully done. Note breakdown is absolutely accurate, and just the blending is fantastic as well. There's going to be a cinematic review of this. This is something special. You know, this is different. This is mega niche, but I've also found it really, really wearable. This is apparently the most wearable from MOTIF OLFACTIF, but it's still challenging. So, you know, it's kind of a win-win in that respect. 5, Ioko Mirage 23. Listen, I want to review this. I want to review this as much as I hope that you want me to review this, because I talk about it all the time, but I can't go to Italy yet. This doesn't deserve just a bog standard review. This doesn't even deserve a review in Britain. This deserves for me to go to the Amalfi Coast and just absolutely do the best, greatest camera angles that I can do. This deserves all that and more. Just look how much I've used of it. And this is not cheap. And I have always said that this is fantastic and it's brilliant, but it's overpriced. It really is overpriced. It should be about, I think it's like 224 quid or something preposterous like that. No. 150, 160, 170, no, 160. That's the most that we can go. 200 and whatever. I am not looking forward to getting another bottle of this, but I will buy another bottle of this because it really, really is something that is fantastic. Italian Aventus with Neroli. Aventus, if it was made by ACQUA de Parma. You may have heard me say all of these phrases, but it is Aventus, but it's more me, it's more Italian, it's more refined. It's bloody brilliant. Next one is this Enigma by ROJA. Here's the thing, I haven't used a lot here because I've been quite precious about this fragrance. I've been like trying to refine it to special occasions, you know, dinners, theatre moments. I've tried to kind of make it that special occasion fragrance, but this thing has been gnawing at me. This thing has been eating at me. Every time I pick it up and I smell it, I go, this could turn into a signature scent. This could turn into a scent that I could use a lot and consistently because it's just so well put together, high quality, and it smells rich. And I'm trying to think, like, I want to do a review of it, and I feel like Chris breathing down my neck. So I'm scared to do a review of Enigma because I know that as soon as he gets that notification, he'll be like, go on, mate, I dare you. I dare you. Like, I nearly killed him when he said that Melissa Imperial was not great and everything like that. I didn't nearly kill him, but you know what I mean? I was very upset. So I feel as though if I was to do a review of this, he'd watch me like a hawk, obviously. But it's bloody brilliant, and it's got so many sweet yet savoury and dusty and musky elements to it. There's a lot going on technically, and it's superb, absolutely superb. And my enthusiast brain and my enthusiast heart is going, I don't just want to wear this at special occasions, I want to wear this pretty much all the time. So I think that in autumn, I'm just going to let it go. Again, another fragrance that I'm not really looking forward to paying the price to get a backup bottle. And now we have this. This is the fragrance that is debuting on the channel. Might be a bit out of nowhere for some people. This is Sunset Riot by All Saints. I bought this when I was away. So essentially, you've got the DNA of Baccarat Rouge 540. You turn the sweetness right down, right? And then you get the black pepper from Herod. That's weird because that black pepper has kind of like a sweetness to it. And you put it together and you get this. A lot more wearable, a lot more softer, a lot less unwieldy than Baccarat Rouge 540. This is a lot more friendlier than that. If you are a fan of Baccarat Rouge 540 or, I don't know, Instant Crush and all that kind of stuff, but you want Baccarat Rouge 540 to maybe be a bit more kind of masculine and to be a little bit more savoury, I would really recommend this. Very cheap fragrance, and the quality is pretty unbelievable for the price that it is. That's the thing that's brought me back to it. It's almost as if I want to wear it and smell it and go, no, really? Like, is it that good? Is it that good quality at that price range? Yeah, very surprising in that respect, so wonderful. Next one is this Acqua di Parma Colonia Intensa. My favourite Acqua di Parma, really, along with Pura. Straight to the bone, Italian perfumery at its best. Not the longest lasting. It's that clean, clear-cut citrus fougere type of gentleman's fragrance that Acqua di Parma is known for, and just done to a really, really high quality. Maybe not perfection. There's another fragrance called Oranges and Lemons, say the Bells of St. Clemens by James Healy, that I think notches up the quality. But this is ultra wearable. Succinct, I'd say, is a great word for it, but it's wonderful. You can see how much I've worn of it, and this is probably never going to be not in my collection. And now we're here with the final two. These are fragrances that they're going to be my signature scents, basically. They're going to be the fragrances that I'm just going to be spamming, as the kids say, all the time. If you were to meet me throughout autumn or winter, I'm going to be probably smelling of one of these two fragrances. So, yeah, I know that you know that I know that you know that I talk about this all the time. Hugo Boss, the scent, absolute. Bloody brilliant. Private Accord is great as well, but this is a little bit more versatile because it has less bitterness. It's just, to me, the ultimate designer. It still is. I think in a couple of years it might not be. I think that's, you know, some things will change, but I'm using quite a bit. But yeah, throughout autumn, I'm just going to go ham with this fragrance. And finally, this is my second bottle, and I think I'm already halfway through it, and I might have to get a third at Christmas. I got one, I was actually gifted this last Christmas, and I might have to be gifted it again this Christmas. Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Again, when I first smelt it, I think that I had the reaction that everybody had the reaction to. You know, oh, it's Tuscan leather, what are you doing? But it's not, it's cleaner, it's clearer, it's more versatile. It works in pretty much any temperature. It works pretty much in every occasion. So for example, with Prada Luna Rossa Carbon, great casually. Formal, it's a bit young. This, great casually. Really, really comforting and warm and lovely, casually. But because it has that expensive leather note with some soapiness that just keeps it clean and balanced, formal. So you can wear this anytime, and it smells expensive, it smells serious, it smells mature, it doesn't smell young, it doesn't smell, you know, immature or anything like that. It smells like it means business and it's serious, but at the same time it's not overly so, where it's like Enigma or Royal Oud, where it's kind of like almost off-putting and alienating to some people. No, this has got it all. So this is the fragrance that I will use time and time and time again. So yeah, it's fantastic. Ombre Leather, a wonderful, wonderful fragrance. And that's the list. I hope that you enjoyed it. I actually really enjoyed making this one. And yeah, if you did, then please like and subscribe. And a credit to Sebastian, smelling great. and Dallas Chaos Fragrances, who is a master of these these top 10 lists. Thanks to you two, I have essentially nicked this list from you guys, so appreciate it. Thanks. Right, if you did enjoy this, subscribe, and until I see you tomorrow for another top 10 list, I'm the Fragrance Press.